Hi, my name is Juan Solis. I'm a real estate agent with Remax Advantage here in Southern California. And today we're going to be talking about a topic that is of great interest to me. Is It's about an article that I have read or uh, multiple times, and it keeps getting updated. I have a few versions of this article. This one is, I think, from 2019. It says that homeowners have around 40 times greater net worth than renters. Here it talks about the importance of home ownership. As you can see in this image, uh, they show that the portion of the net worth of an individual usually is a the equity of your house is of great importance. In this case, is, I don't know, 45% of their total net worth, their total assets, and the other assets is usually cash and 401k or stocks or other stuff like that. But we can see the just the equity itself, which the medium is $120,000, is multiple times what renters um, have and as their net worth. So I'm gonna be leaving these articles down in the description if you guys want to read about it. So for example, so this is an article of the webpage Keeping Current Matters. So again, I think it was published in 2019. I ran into another article. This is by Realtor.com, and the title says, well, it was published in June 2025, and now this one says that it's 40 times. The homeowners are 43 times wealthier than renters. So because of the increase of home values, the gap just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So you can see the median net worth between owners and renters. 2019. They have somewhat of different data, but it's still very similar. So this one is from the National Association of Realtors. So for 2019, the the difference of wealth in homeowners, well, it has been increasing. We can see that they're measuring it every 3 years, and if you do measure every 3 years, especially around this time, we can see that the housing market went up significantly. So there's an increase of about $100,000 here and 30 some thousand in the last 3 years. But for renters, it pretty much has been flat. So I recommend that you guys, if you're interested in purchasing a house or being a homeowner, uh, I tell people to educate themselves. You have to look at the historical data. You have to try to understand about personal finances, because things like this make such a thing in your life. Uh, just those are not necessarily simple things, but there there are people who have enough money to purchase a house and they just don't do it, and eventually they regret it, because if you see the people who purchase homes during this time, before 2019, or when the interest rates were good in that type of market, it can be a life-changing experience. So as we can see, if you were to have a a home during 2019 and you didn't sell, we can see that the increase would have been significantly over $100,000 in a 3 year span, and another 30,000 in another 3 years. So that is, well, 30,000, around $30,000 for a year as an average for those 3 years. That is the equivalent of a person making $15 an hour and working their entire year, and that is the difference in equity growth. So I'm gonna be leaving this article here. I'm gonna be leaving a few tools underneath, so for people who are interested in using them. This is a link to the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. It has really interesting data. Today we're gonna see a few key metrics. For example, so over here, you can select a metro area. I'm gonna be choosing the area where I live and work, which is Riverside, San Bernardino, and Ontario. So first, we're gonna see the graph talks about a affordability gap. So we can see the median income, the data of, talking about the median income, and let me see, and the median home price. So this one goes back to 2005, January of 2005. We can see the actual median household income during that time in this area of Southern California. It was around $49,000, but the median house price was $365,000. There's so much interesting data over here. It says share of actual income to own a medium price home. It was 59% of your income. If we keep going, you can see the difference. I mean, the household income is increasing. Now in 2025, the actual medium household income is $94,000, but the medium home price has increased as well to $596,000. As such, it has increased so much. The income, it almost doubled in those 20 years, but the value of the homes also doubled. Okay, so that's what this line is talking about. If you see this other line, the yellow line is qualified income. So let's get rid of the actual income, medium income line, and we can see qualified income. So in February of 2000, you would need an income of $93,000 in order to qualify to purchase a home and be in great financial standing. Well, during that time, we had a bubble, and it was very difficult to be making this type of money because the prices of the homes were increasing drastically. So we can see how the income requirements to own the house kept going up until the bubble burst in late 2007. we can also see the prices of the homes decreasing drastically during this time. From you can see from August of 2007, the median home was $406,000. In January of 2008, it decreased to 350,000. June of 2008, August of 2008 decreased to $277,000. 226 by February 2009, and we didn't bottom out, but in June 2009 we're at $199,000. During that time, it was the GFC, the Great Financial Crisis. Medium homes were dropped drastically in price. You guys can see this. It went from a medium of 400,000 during this. It's about a year period where the homes were priced at that time, the price. And around April, May of 2013, prices just kept going up. Again, at this time, the qualified income in order to purchase the medium home kept going up again into the 60,000, 70, 80,000. And then we come over here into the time before Corona. Homes were already in the high 300,000s, and once the interest rates came down into the twos, the price of the homes increased drastically, and also the income needed to qualify for the medium home. So in April 2022, you needed $140,000 in order to qualify. And as we keep going up, since the interests are going up as well, we can see that over here in the last 2 years, the income to purchase the medium home price in this area is about $173,000, which is a lot more than the medium price, the medium income is for this region. So you can, this is a great information if you're trying to purchase a house. I recommend that people learn about this, the historical data, in order to see where you are in the present. So there's also different metrics. Let's see, affordability. We can see this again. We can see the bubble from the early 2000s. You can see the median income, the median home price, interest rates. You can also see the median monthly mortgage is including principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. We can see how it increased from the early 2000s, and then towards the late 2000s, the price of the homes and the mortgage payments kept going down significantly. Over here at the top, we can see the payments were in the above $2,000 for a few years, and as we go into the later part of the 2000s, we can see the mortgage payments decreasing 1600s, 16. This is the bottom of the market affordability threshold. Over here, many people actually qualify to purchase the medium home, but one of the issues for people to purchase a home is that they were great unemployment, and it was a financial crisis for a reason. So a lot of people lost their jobs, and there was a bunch of foreclosures. Again, we can see in 2013, the homes prices kept going up, kept going up and up and up. Again, 2022, we can see very large increases, 500, 600. And the latest we have, the latest data is September 2025, where the median home price is at $596,000, and monthly payments are at $3,300. Principal only for principal and interest. If you add taxes and insurance, now we're at $4,200. Such a drastic change. If you look at the interest rate over here around April 2021 and then mid 2021, we can see the interest rates went down into the 2%. This had such an impact on the desire of people to purchase a home, because the mortgage payments were decreasing. See over here, 2.9. The monthly payment was $2,200 for a home in the $500,000. Now we can see as the interest rate keeps rising, the prices also keep rising, but the monthly payment increased significantly. Now we're in the 4,000 for the past two years. Alright, so this is great information that I tell people that they should learn. If owning a house is such a big financial change in someone's life, if you own a home, that might be the biggest savings that you have in your entire life. So I suggest that you learn about it. Try to learn all the in and outs about the subject. So this is a share of income. So a share greater than 30% equals unaffordable. So we have for the United States as a whole, which is a lot cheaper than this metro area. So we're gonna get rid of that. Okay, we'll just keep it. Alright, so during this time, okay, at the moment, the median household income is $94,000. The median home price is $596. The interest 6.4. So if you were to divide $94,000 by 12 months, you get something over $8,000. So the median monthly payment, the PMI, so the PITI or the budget mortgage, takes about 54% of your median income. It's great information to have, because you can compare this to other metro areas. See over here, All right. So let's look at the county level. Share of medium income. Again, in San Bernardino, the medium income is 91,000. The median price 546, and the budget mortgage is around 3,800. So that constitute about 50% of your medium gross income. In Riverside, it goes up to 56% of your medium gross income. And it's also nice to be able to compare different areas. So over here, San Bernardino and Riverside are very similar, but we can compare it to LA County. Oh, this is, well, we can get the data for LA County. Los Angeles and Orange County. So we can just go individually. So for the information for LA County is so drastically different. The medium income require the medium income household income is $94,000, but the budget mortgage in that area is $6,300 because the home prices are what is 50% larger than Riverside and San Bernardino area. The home prices over here are in the 900,000s. So, and with such a high interest rate, the payments are just skyrocketing. So the medium mortgage payment, it takes about 81% of your total gross household income. That is such a large number. And so we can see the difference over here in LA County, in Orange County as well. Let's see, the 914, those are home prices. So for Orange County, the median home price is $1.2 million, and your household income is about 120,000. So over here, your budget mortgage takes about 83% of your median household income. Say 83%, and if we compare it to Riverside and San Bernardino, we're over here in the 50s because of the value. Well, the value of the homes is so much larger, but the income doesn't really change much. The median household income, we're over here in the 90s as well. Well, in Los Angeles is in the 90s. In Orange County is significantly higher. We're at around 120, so it's close to 30% difference. But the homes more than double over here. $1.2 million is the median for a home here. Okay, so the affordability level, according to this, it has never been affordable to live in this area. And over here for the last 2-3 years, it takes about $270,000 in order to qualify to purchase a house and keep your monthly payment below 30%. Alright, share of income. Price income. So it takes about almost 9 times your medium household to purchase your medium home. So if you're making about $100,000 a year, The medium household, the medium home in that area is worth about $1 million. For the entire U.S. is about 4.1. It's in the fours for the last, I don't know, 5 years. And in LA, the lowest, even during the time, during the great financial crisis, it was still in the six and sevens. So if we compare that to the Inland Empire over here, Riverside, San Bernardino metro area, even during the difficult times, it was only in the threes, and we are at 6.5. Hmm. It's really interesting. Cost breakdown. So over here we can see how the breakdown of your budget mortgage or your monthly uh, mortgage payment, including principal, interest, insurance, and taxes. So over here we can see the blue part is the principal and interest. So the amount of money that takes to finance the house. Then property taxes, private mortgage. This is, you're paying this if you don't do above 20% of down payment. Property insurance has been going up significantly as well, especially because of the fires in California. So it just the total monthly payment has increased significantly. Over here we're about $4,000, but you can see the history back to 2005. All right. So if you want to look at LA, let's see the cost breakdown. Oh, the payments are significantly higher. Over here, they're in the 7,000s. All right. So I'm gonna leave this tools. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. Again, I'm Juan Solis. I work for Remax Advantage here in the Southern California, and just trying to educate the community. All right, thank you.